This is opening up. You're going to see not only do we have our low seating kind of in the back, but adjacent to that is this high top table, and then just next door is a department, so a team is working here. How could I show that off in my presentation? So let's take a few different snapshots, or maybe look at this a couple different ways, where if I want to focus and really sell the idea and the concept of this high top table, maybe I get a view that I like, and we'll do this in high quality. Once this finished the rendering in high quality, I'm going to take a snapshot with the camera in this bottom right-hand corner. And when this is finished, there's actually 3 different variations I might do. Right now, this one's high quality. It's pretty quick. It's intended to be very fast for presentation purposes. You know, it's definitely not an absolute photo, but you've got some really good impression with the shadows, the clarity of some of these finishes. So let's take a snapshot of that. I click the camera in the corner, and you can see it snaps that image. I can also go to High Quality Plus. For time, I'm going to skip that one today because it takes just a little bit longer, but it'll really soften those shadows and clean that up. But there's also hidden line. In some presentations, I like to start with this to maybe take color out of the equation for a moment, or maybe there's a number of variations that I'm going to show off within this space. So I took another image in hidden. Let me zoom back over to this low seating area, maybe change the perspective just a bit. So we'll zoom in, we'll take a quick snapshot, and then I will change that over to high quality as well, because we probably will want to show it in color. We'll give it a moment to finish up right in the dashboard. So we'll take a snapshot of that, and then let me just switch it back to standard quality for a second so I can kind of move to this space. So the idea here is I want to be able to show this off, but I might do this by demonstrating it through multiple images to start. And then I'll push that scenario even further in a second. Let me get a high quality image. Once this one's done, this will be the last high quality image that I will snapshot. And then we'll talk about, well, what would you do with those snapshots? Am I putting together a real formal presentation, maybe in a PowerPoint? Am I going to email them to someone? Am I going to print them out? There's a lot of different scenarios here. So either from this screen, right where the camera is, I can look at my little film strip of all the images that I've taken, plus there's a few from when I started the project before I finished all of my colors. Or I could go in and jump over to presentation. You know, if you have a really complex project or one where the client is really looking for a lot of different options or different scenarios, if you remember that fabric that I switched out earlier, let's say that I run in and I go over and I pick the material that's a little bit different. Remember, we did kind of a lighter color here. And let's go ahead and apply that to all of this part number and do the same thing on here. Now, this happens to be, there we go, a different color that I want to demonstrate or show that as well, but I already took snapshots in the first color scenario. So notice if I jump back to any of my snapshots, I can just click on it and it takes me right to that view. So if I want to look at this space or this space or this space, I don't have to sit there for 5 minutes and wait or try to get it just perfect. There we go. So then I can come in and do a high quality in the more neutral color, and we'll save that away. There it is. We'll take that snapshot. Okay, I've got all of my images, and in this example, I've got color A and color B. Let's jump over to presentation. And you've got this whole series of pictures that we've taken throughout the process. But now I could take these and either preview them a little bit bigger in this view, or I could easily check the ones that I like, and I can save them. There's a save selected at the bottom. Maybe I attach them to an email for approval. Maybe I'm going to save them just to put them in the client's folder and print them later, reuse them in your presentation.